Sometimes in life, we get a strange feeling about someone, but we ignore it because there's no clear reason. That feeling might be God trying to warn us. God often speaks in subtle ways. He doesn't always shout or use loud signs. Instead, He nudges us through our spirit, emotions, dreams, or unexpected events. If you've been having a weird feeling about someone, it's worth paying attention to it. God might be protecting you from future pain or danger. One common sign is a strong sense of discomfort when you're around the person. You might not even understand why, but something just feels off. This isn't about judging people or assuming the worst, it's about listening to the Spirit of God inside you. That uneasiness isn't there by accident. It could be a gentle warning that this person isn't good for you. Sometimes, God removes your peace whenever you're about to spend time with them or talk to them. You might find yourself feeling anxious, tired, or even moody when you're around them. This is often God's way of showing you that their presence is disturbing your spiritual balance. Peace is one of the ways God confirms His will. So when your peace is constantly disturbed around someone, don't ignore it. Another way God may warn you is through your dreams. You might dream of this person doing something harmful or see strange, dark symbols connected to them. While not all dreams are messages, some are. If you keep having bad dreams about someone or feel spiritually attacked after interacting with them, take it seriously. Pray for clarity and protection. God can also speak through other people. A trusted friend, pastor, or even a stranger might say something that confirms your uneasy feelings. You might hear someone say something like, "I don't know what it is, but I get a weird feeling about that person." Pay attention to this. God sometimes uses others to reflect what we are trying to ignore. Disruptions and delays might start happening around this person. You may notice that every time you're with them, things go wrong. You lose focus, you argue more with others, or your plans keep falling apart. These patterns aren't just coincidence, they could be signs that their influence in your life is not God-approved. Sometimes, you start to see their true colors in small ways. They lie easily, show envy, gossip often, or act differently when others are not around. At first, you might try to explain it away, but God keeps bringing these little moments to your attention. He's showing you who they really are before things get worse. Another sign is confusion. God is not the author of confusion. If someone constantly leaves you feeling unsure, second-guessing yourself, or spiritually drained, it might be God's way of saying, step back. People who are truly for you won't drain you or make you feel less than. You might also notice that your spiritual life starts to decline after letting someone in. You stop praying, reading the Bible, or going to church as much. Maybe it's because you're trying to fit in with them, or you're distracted by drama. But anything or anyone pulling you away from God is a red flag. God might close doors that involve this person. Maybe a relationship falls apart, or a business deal doesn't go through. You may feel disappointed at first, but later you realize it was a blessing in disguise. God knows what's ahead, and sometimes rejection is His protection. There are times when everything about them looks perfect on the outside. They are charming, helpful, and friendly. But inside, something just doesn't sit right. You feel like they wear a mask. That feeling of not being able to fully trust them could be God's way of saying, this is not someone you should open your heart to. Sometimes God will test your obedience. He may give you a clear sign to let go of someone, but you keep holding on. You want to see the best in them. You're hoping they'll change. But the more you ignore the signs, the heavier your spirit feels. God keeps repeating the warning until you finally listen. Trust that if He's asking you to walk away, it's for your good. In the end, God's warnings are always for your protection, not punishment. He sees what you can't. He hears conversations you weren't there for. He knows the heart of every person, even when they smile in your face. Don't ignore His signals. The more sensitive you are to His voice, the easier it will be to avoid traps that were never meant for you. To wrap this up, remember that God cares deeply about who you allow into your life. Some people are blessings. Others are lessons, and some are distractions sent to derail your purpose. If God is warning you about someone, it's because He is better for you. Don't ignore His voice. Let Him lead you. Trust that your peace, your intuition, and your spirit are speaking for a reason. Protect your heart, protect your purpose, and choose wisely. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more faith-based content like this. Stay close to God, stay alert, and remember, He's always speaking. You just have to listen. See you in the next one.